Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Philly. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein and my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan and the intern Andrew Leeds. And also sitting in with us today, he's going to be on board with us. J-Dog Jason is in here with us, and he's learning the board, soon to be getting ready to take some time in here.
Double J.
And how's everything going, Danny Ryan?
Oh, I am just swell, Billy
Danny
boy.
Ryan, you must be swell because you got in here like super early.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
I have learned from my sins,
Yeah,
Billy
you
Schwein.
definitely learned from your mistakes.
Yes.
For sure.
Now, you texted me. I sent you a nice gift, let you know I was on the way. You know, a baby drifting in a little toy car. But, no, I'm here. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk about a Bird's win.
Maybe because it's football season's kicked off and you're ready to go.
It's
your ears pinned back and you're ready to go.
It's go time. We're in the big leagues now with football season here. But, ready to evaluate a sloppy win, but a Birds win nonetheless. And the Phillies, they lose last night, but they've been absolutely hot as of late, besides a NOLA dud. And I'm ready to break it all down with you.
All right, the intern Andrew Leeds is in here with us. What's up, Andrew Leeds?
Not much. Just enjoying this beautiful fall weather that we have today.
You got your Eagles sweatshirt on.
Oh,
What'd you
of
do? You
course.
cut your sleeve. You got a sweatshirt, but you cut the sleeves.
Well, the sleeves actually, this was sold like this.
You look
and
like
I bought it.
He looks like an NFL coach right now.
Oh, that's the dream.
He looks like
That's the
Belichick.
dream.
That's what Belichick's going to look like
No,
next year in Eagles
green.
green.
You know what he looks like? He looks like Buddy Ryan's son.
Oh, you think I look like Rex Ryan?
Rex Ryan with the beard and everything going
All
on,
right.
like the long hair.
Yeah. Oh, you
right?
mean the other brother? I forget his name.
Yeah.
Rex is the former Jets.
Yeah,
head
that's
coach.
right.
But
the other guy.
yeah, no, I love the sleeve. This is like one of my favorite hoodies because it's like it's warm, but it's
I'll tell you,
also
it got downright cold last night.
Yeah,
It was cold.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I was
love
actually
it.
contemplating
talking
putting
about-
a fire in a fireplace.
You're talking about Rob Ryan.
Rob
Rob
Ryan.
Ryan,
Yeah,
that's
Rob
the name.
Ryan.
Rex's brother.
I knew it
Rex's
was
brother.
another R name.
Yeah,
because
Rob
they
Ryan.
They always do that.
It was. I loved it, though.
Right?
I mean,
Wasn't
it's
it?
fall.
Did you like that
I
last
woke up
night?
this morning. It's like 55. I went outside. It was a little chilly, but I'm not freezing. I'm not like shaking at all. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I actually contemplated putting a log in a fire
Why not?
wow.
and keeping
Saturday
the windows
night?
open. Yeah, and
Crisp fall air. I
a
love
lot
it.
of good college football on last night. I watched that Auburn California game. I watched Navy Temple, and then I watched. I bet on the Colorado game against the.
Who'd you bet
Nebraska.
on?
I took Colorado in the over.
Oh
Well, I was getting 13.5.
no! I mean,
I thought they keep it close.
On
They
paper,
was
didn't look
28-0
bad.
at halftime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't hate that bet on paper.
Right.
on paper didn't look bad, but man, did they look
Well, I'll
pathetic.
tell you what,
Sugar Sanders had maybe
his-
half a second to drop back as far as protection.
They can't stop. They can't block anybody.
No,
He looked horrible, but that team's, I guess, not ready for prime time.
no,
If it were, right?
and no
Ah,
pun
I
intended.
see- I see what you
a lot
did
of work
there.
to do. You
Yeah.
see what
I
I
see
did
what
there?
you did there. That was
It's
nice,
not ready
Schweiner.
for prime time. Well, I got to tell you, I mean, I did have the Phillies on yesterday. When I got home from the program here yesterday, I got some things done, and then had to pick up the doopy doo. And Elijah Grace was with me, and we're getting things straightened out. The school season has started, and I had the Phillies game on, only to see Aaron Nola pitch a dud.
Yep.
I mean, he just did not look like he was into the game. Maybe he had too much South Beach. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it's
Too much
so
R&R.
weird.
You guys down in Miami for 4 days could be dangerous.
No,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean,
What do you mean? No, come on.
No,
Have you
Aaron
ever been, have you
Nola.
ever been? No,
I don't know if Aaron Nola
No,
is,
no,
but
have
I
you
get, I
seen
get
the
what
guy?
you're saying.
No,
I
but
mean,
he did not. Did he? I watched the game. You watched the game.
We're
Did he
not-
look like he was?
Yeah, but you get
Aaron Nola.
we're not talking about James Harden over here. I mean, back when he was in Philly.
Yeah.
But
partying
you
in
guys, have
Miami.
you any one of you guys ever been to Miami?
I have.
Have you ever been to South Beach?
Nope.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, there's a lot of distractions down there.
Yeah, but not for a guy like Aaron Nola.
No,
I doubt he's going further than the local Trader Joe's to go get some groceries. That's about it.
He's probably
And it-
playing. What's he playing? Solitaire in his room?
I would
Yeah,
imagine on FaceTime
Maybe
with his
some
wife.
Texas Hold'em, But I don't know, like Aaron Nola, it's frustrating because he's such a great pitcher. I mean, he's been great for us for years, but he's consistently inconsistent in the sense where he always has those 1 or 2 games out of nowhere, it's just like, all right, there's 6 runs. Like,
Yeah.
it's so strange because he's an ace at times, but then at times
he
he's
only
just
gave up.
unreliable.
He only gave up 4 on runs because
That's
it was
true.
so it was 2-2 in the third inning. It was 2-2, and then Cody Clemens makes a bad play. He throws. He gives up. He makes an error, a throwing error. It goes 3-2, and then it goes 4-2, and it seemed like the wheels just fell off after that.
Yeah, I know that Trey Turner had a couple errors, like a couple
Right.
errant throws as well.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
Teams been playing well, but
Take
I
what
mean,
you get with him.
You know, you look at this lineup, the Marlins lineup: Edwards, Norby, Sanchez, McBride, Stowers. All these they don't I don't even know who they are.
Yeah,
They're
I
a
mean,
minor league team.
exactly. They're nobodies, Billy. And
They're
it was
nobody. How do we lose to nobodies with Aaron Nola on the
because
hill?
every team's going to have a dud every now and again. Listen, Nola.
And I know, Tommy, at the bottom of the first hour, we're going to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Tommy's going to tell me, the even keel, it's baseball, like Danny just mentioned. It's going to happen. But Dan, it's just like, it shouldn't have happened yesterday, albeit against a team like the Marlins.
I get it. But also, too, you have to take in consideration, outside of this year, the Marlins have had our number. I mean, it seems every single year, no matter how bad they are and how much better we think the Phillies are, they find a way to beat the Phillies, at least for a couple series during the year. So I'm not worried about it. Nola, I mean, listen, I was against signing Nola back last year until the postseason. I would tell Mike Gill all the time, listen.
I was in favor, just like Tommy Greene said.
I wasn't.
Year. We wanted Nola back.
I was not in favor.
For 3 reasons. He eats innings.
Yeah,
he's
going
to get your high strikeouts, and he's a leader. He's been a Philly for the beginning of his career.
My thing was, listen, Nola did not do good last regular season, but all his sins will be washed away if he can show up in the postseason. And what did he do? He showed up in the postseason, and he convinced me that he was worthy of that contract, no matter how good or bad he pitches in the regular season. But like Andrew said, sometimes Nola can be a flight risk. Majority of the time, he's going to be your second ace. He's going to be masterful out there, but a lot of times he's victim to the home run ball. We know this. And so, no matter how bad the team is, they're still MLB players, and they're all, fighting to make a name for themselves, especially on the Marlins. And they got to the guy. He had a bad outing,
he wasn't hitting.
But that's coming off a great outing, too, by the way, against the Braves.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
he wasn't Brad prior to that era, Andrew.
That is true.
Cody Clemens. I mean, I don't know. It seems like after that era, it seems like the wheels fell off.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a situation where, Phillies have been so hot as of late. It was only a matter of time, I feel like, before they were going to have that game where it's just kind of a stinker.
Get it out of their system.
Especially they put up 16 runs the night before. I mean, they were probably
Could they save a couple for last night? Oh, they scored 5 runs. It's just he gave up 5 runs, 4 earned. Nola did.
Yeah, it's not even the worst game, but when you factor that's against Miami, I mean, that is that's very disappointing when it's a team of that level. That's almost like giving up like 7 runs to the Braves. It's like giving up 4 to Miami.
So we got the Phillies baseball we're going to talk about. You guys, it's one day after now the Eagles and their big win in Brazil. The Birds are back home. They flew north. They're back home. But we're gonna get into some Eagles talk, and we're gonna be speaking with Mark Grimes at the top of the second hour, and of course then the fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar at the bottom of the second hour. But the Eagles, after one day, after the 2 days now, after the win, what is your lasting impression on the Eagles right now, there, Andrew?
My lasting impression based off that first game is that, they were sloppy. They were definitely sloppy, but that's what kind of happens when you don't play them a single drive in the preseason.
They were bubble wrapped the whole preseason. We established that yesterday.
Ultimately, I'm pretty happy with the win. I mean, the Packers are a very talented team. They're considered to be a contender to, fight for a Super Bowl this season as well, up in the north with the Detroit Lions. Jalen Hurts could have been better. I think his decision-making was poor at times, but, Did you have
a prediction before the game? Did you?
I didn't get an official prediction lined in. I think I probably would have been somewhere in like I think I would have had the Eagles, but like very close.
All right,
Danny, the 5-point margin.
Ryan, did you make a prediction?
I didn't make an actual score prediction, but I had them winning.
Okay, I had them losing 28-27.
I don't blame you because again, the Packers are a talented
they didn't show
team.
me anything. What did they? There's nothing to base my. How can I make a prediction off? Because if I'm going off last year's performance. They left the sour taste in my mouth. So
that was kind of the fun in it for me, though. Like, I had no idea what I was going to see.
On the Sports Bash, Mike Gill picked them, I think, 31-23.
Yeah,
the Eagles. So he was pretty close.
Yeah, I that was kind of the fun in it for me, and that was really why I was tuning in and why I expected them to win, because I knew at least the offense was going to be good. How good? I wasn't sure. And after the first 3 drives, I was pretty pretty. I mean, it was a suspect offense. Let's be honest.
You
go Saquon first handoff. He slips on that slippery grass. By the way, the NFL should be absolutely embarrassed and ashamed.
You know what?
That they put them out there on that product.
I don't think they should have been in Brazil. I mean,
No, I don't think so either. But at the same time, if you're going to do it right. Import your own turf. I mean, that was pathetic out there. Did you see the up close pictures of the end zones?
Yeah.
It was just disgusting out in that field.
It looked like a little league, like varsity, Northfield Cardinal.
You could have got better turf at a high school field. So you start with the Saquon slip, then the Hurts interception, then the miscommunication between Juergens and Hurts on the fumble. Green Bay recovers. I thought we were going to see a lot of last year, and then they finally turned it around. I mean, that ball that Hurts threw to Saquon on the wheel route, Billy, you got to give Hurts some credit there. That was a beautiful ball.
We'll get into it with the youth movement here today. We got 2 hours to get it all in. We'll talk Eagles. We'll talk Phillies baseball.
Speaking of Phillies baseball, you've got some apologizing to do, Billy.
Listen,
you've got some big time apologizing to do. You guys
going to make me gravel to Nikki Schwarber?
Nikki Schwarber.
With how much you were giving him this offseason, I feel like it's only
with how much grief he was giving him last week.
By the way, where have you guys been? I've been singing his praises for the last month.
Give me a break.
I have. I apologize to Nick. I apologize to Nick. You guys just
fine.
Don't listen.
Now apologize to Kyle, because just last week you were getting all on him about his slump, and somebody's out of that slump now.
I hit the panic button.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All right.
Let's move on.
A lot to talk about. 2 hours to get it in. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office and Chris Mooney a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422, whether commercial or residential properties for estate, tax, or financial planning, divorce or financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Today, give them a call, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and my locker room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL. A new season is here, and the march to Super Bowl 59 is on. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys look to make an early season statement against Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns. Hi, this is Jerry Recco. Join Kevin Ray, Steve Berline, and me for all the action as these two cross-conference powerhouses kick off the new year. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. If it's the NFL, it's right here.
It's NFL Sunday. Coverage begins after Game 1 of our triple header.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
With Labor Day savings at the Home Depot, you can upgrade your home with up to $1,500 off select appliances from top brands like Whirlpool. Enhance your kitchen with quality and convenience from Whirlpool, like the freestanding electric range with built-in air fryer and the tall tub dishwasher with third rack, all available at the Home Depot. Right now, shop Labor Day savings up to $1,500 off select appliances at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing valid August 22nd through September 11th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
You ever heard of naloxone?
Naloxone? No.
Me neither, until last night at that party. Someone yelled Jen overdosed. A guy ran up and put this spray in her nose. It was naloxone. Saved her life.
Wow. Sounds like having naloxone around is a really good idea.
Right? And anyone can get it for free at most pharmacies in New Jersey. No questions asked.
I'm definitely checking this out.
Visit stopoverdoses.nj.gov to see how you can get naloxone free from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
You're listening to Billy on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, my locker room youth movement producer Danny Ryan, and the intern. Like I guess you're intern in practice or producer in practice.
I like that title. I like that. Yes.
Jason Joseph.
Sure.
What's up, J-Dog?
What's going on? How
All right,
are you?
Well, you're behind the board talking for the first time.
Yes, I actually have a voice.
If you don't mind me asking, you're part of the youth movement. How
yes.
old are you?
I'm 26.
So does that count?
I mean, when we're talking about
Danny,
the Schweiner.
Danny, how old are you?
I am 23.
All right, what do you
Yeah, I'm
think?
22.
You guys are the youth movement.
He's only got
he's
only got 3 to 4
years.
years than us.
All right, here's how we're going to
He's already middle age.
No, wait. Here's how we're going to
No, hold on. Order in the court. You're no longer a youth, or I'll say after age like 28, 29. You still got some time.
No, here's going to be the test. Ready for this, J-Dog?
Oh,
Answer this.
I know what this is about to be.
I'm so ready.
You know who Mr. Ed is?
No, Mr. Ed.
He's a youth.
He's a youth movement.
You never heard of the show, Mr. Ed?
No.
How about Lost in Space?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Brady Bunch?
Yes. I've heard of it.
If you don't know, Mr. Ed.
Oh yeah, that's the true line. Anybody who doesn't know Mr. Ed.
That's the Mendoza.
But see, like the Mendoza line to me is like when you have to get off of like the parents' health insurance. You know, so like I just have
you can go to 20. You can go to 26.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
He's got his last years of youth ahead of him.
All right, let's look at wild card. We're talking Phillies baseball right now. And of course, at the bottom of the hour, we won the Mound with Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz Markets in Ocean City. By the way, before I get into it, I got a good call out there. I went to Tom's.
Oh yeah,
I did not see.
We're broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio. Well, I recommend. They have a cool line of cars, man. They got the Atlas, they got the Tiguan, and they got the Tios. I got the Tios. It's a smaller version of the Tiguan. It's awesome, man. The car is beautiful. But go up and see Huey at Toms River Volkswagen or John, one of the sales reps up there. They will take care of you. Tell them the locker room sent you.
You got to tell our listeners about your cool new feature on your phone too. What can you do?
Oh yeah, so I downloaded they have an app on my phone. It has a picture of a Volkswagen sign, right?
Yep.
And
Makes
I can
sense.
lock. So if you go to you're at a ball game and you lock you forget to lock your car, You could just do it on the app.
All the way in the stadium?
All the way in the stadium.
That's unbelievable.
Not only that, if your car gets stolen, it's on the app. You can see where your car is at all times.
But see, like that's also clutch because if you're going to like an Eagles game and it's like a full zoo over there,
Right.
sometimes I forget like where I parked
Where
my
you
car.
parked. You can go to your app and
Yeah.
I'll show you exactly where you are.
Technology is getting crazier and
It's
crazier
awesome.
as we go. I mean, that's
But
such a
here-
nice feature to have.
But here's the thing: if they can get me into a car, a nice car, a 2024 Volkswagen Tios Silver, they can get anybody into a car. I'm serious, and I'm telling you, they will work. Go up and see Huey. I recommend you go see Huey at Tom's River Volkswagen. They will hook you up. They will get you into a nice car, and you'll be styling for the. This is, by the way, it's probably my last car, but I love it, man. Tom's River Volkswagen. So let's look at the wild card race because I cannot believe the Mets are half a game out of a wild card.
Crazy.
Well, they're
New York
in
stinking Mets.
I know.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. I mean, the whole
Well, they're actually in
wild
the
card
wild-
race.
no,
Yeah,
they're
they're the last
actually-
wild
they're the
card
last
spot.
wild
That's what I was
card.
gonna say.
What
I
am I
was pretty
talking
sure.
about? Like,
It's
how did
insane.
is
Those
that
four
unbelievable?
teams, like the Braves, the Diamondbacks, the Mets, and the Padres. I mean, one of those teams are going to miss the playoffs, and the Diamondbacks. Yeah, it's crazy that it's coming
And
down
if
to
you
this
remember,
close.
if you remember the way, I don't know if you remember this, J Dog, but at the beginning of the year, the Padres got off to a really slow start. Tatis was out for a while.
So did the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks were they got off to a slow. Out of all those teams, I don't want to see the Diamondbacks. They scare me the most.
Yeah, just kind of some bad juju from last year. It
We
would
just
feel
can't
scary.
beat those guys.
The Padres, I would love after Bedlam at the Bank and all that. I would love to see the Padres in
I
the
would like to
playoffs
see the
again.
Padres, too.
Obviously, the Braves in the playoffs again
The
would
Mets
be a
don't
heck of a
scare me.
matchup.
I don't think I want to see the Braves. I don't know all the injuries the Braves have. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
It's going to be tough.
The whole thing about the Mets to me is so interesting because it's like a third of our games are against the Mets,
Right.
Like, for the rest of the season.
That's what
So
I just looked at the Mets schedule.
I don't know how I
Last
feel.
time we played the Mets was in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're scheduled down the
fish
stretch.
fish and chips, London.
Whit Merrifield and Taiwan Walker playing their best games
What
of
do
the season.
what do I call him? Nitwit.
Nitwit and
By the
Taiwan
way,
doesn't
did you
have
see
a
he got
nickname.
pumped in the head last
Yeah, that
week?
was awful.
Got hit in the
That was
head.
terrible.
And you
Yeah.
know what I loved? He came out and he actually said, like, pitchers in today's game, they just throw hard. They're not pitchers. They don't like pitch, like hit their spots. We'll talk to Tommy Greene about this. They just seem like they're all flamethrowers.
Yeah, that's definitely a good question for Tommy to see his
Paul
perspective on
Skeens
that.
from the Pirates. He's the only person that I know that throws hard that pitches well. Like
He's really good.
Like he's a pitcher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he's a heck of a talent. I mean, he's somebody he started the All-Star game as a rookie.
I know.
I mean, how much better can you get than that?
Yeah, I mean, think about another one too, like Spencer Strider. He's been throwing hard since he entered the league, but in the postseason, he hasn't had success because he leaves these meatballs down the middle if his velocity's not there.
Right, because at the end of the season, he got nothing left in the tank.
And now he's on his second Tommy John surgery. And Shohei Ohtani as well, second Tommy John surgery from throwing like that. So it might be wise for some of these starters to take a little bit off their velocity. And, when I think about that, I think of Andrew Painter. He's already through his first Tommy John surgery. Apparently, he had a normal setback in his recovery. But if I'm him, I know his bread and butter is his crazy velocity, his 99 to 100 mile per hour fastball. But, you could still get by with 96, 97. If you really reach back for 98 once in a while, that's fine. I don't think these guys, I agree with you guys, though. Just try and master your finesse pitches, master your off speed, and that's going to get batters out.
All right, we're looking at the Phillies and the Dodgers are now tied for the best team in the league in all of baseball.
Yeah, which the Phillies do have the tiebreaker, which is
even though they
huge.
let it dud yesterday against the Marlins, we got the new kid on the hill today for the Phillies, and he's
Seth Johnson.
Yeah, this kid looks like we got him from the Orioles in the Soto trade.
Yeah, he was kind of, a prospect that wasn't considered one of the Orioles' best prospects, but
he started as a
solid
shortstop.
enough.
They drafted him as a shortstop. And now he's a pitcher. And you think about it, too. He started in Double-A this year. He gets traded from the Orioles to the Phillies.
Right.
And credit to Dave Dombrowski if this kid turns into anything. Gregory Soto was an absolute net zero for us. He was going to be a nothing burger the rest of his time.
He's
He's
got a sub-3 ERA in both Double-A and Triple-A.
Seth Johnson, yeah. And Gregory Soto's been god-awful for the Orioles. So, at this point, it's a win right now for Dave Dombrowski. We'll see how he does in his first start, but I'll tell you what, it's better than trotting Tyler Phillips out there, even though he's a hometown guy.
What happened to Tyler Phillips?
Batters make adjustments. He's a rookie, and he never really was expected to light the world on fire like he did, and he came back down to earth. It's better than seeing Taijuan Walker out there.
He pitch a complete game shutout.
He did.
Right?
Yeah. First rookie to do that since 2018 or something
I
like
believe
that.
so.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. I mean, like Danny was saying, there wasn't many expectations. We weren't going into the season saying, "Oh boy, Tyler Phillips is going to be in this rotation."
Right.
I wonder what they.
He was more of an a welcome surprise at first, which isn't always going to last.
I wonder what they do next time around in the rotation though, because Colby Allard can be called up beginning September.
And he pitched
10th.
well the last time out.
And he's not, he doesn't. His stuff doesn't blow you away, but he pitches to contact like Christopher Sanchez, and he gets guys out. But Seth Johnson's going to have to make an impression today to keep that 5th spot.
And were you guys happy with the outing that Ranger had last week, Jay?
Yeah, I was. I mean, I didn't expect him to sort of like light the world on fire, but I thought that he did like just enough. And, like you play like the competition that's out in front of you. I thought that he did a pretty good job. It wasn't great. It wasn't Ranger-esque, to the point like where I want him to be at, but it was pretty good.
All right, so you guys want me to gravel with you guys today about Kyle Schwarber's?
I mean, you were talking pretty.
Is that what you guys want?
It's time to apologize, big guy.
Because I'm a big enough man to do that.
Yeah, I
see, Danny. I
the floor is open,
wrong. I'm not like my brother.
Well,
Bobby.
you've been wrong for like a good year and a half now. You haven't admitted it. I mean, his last 7 games, the best leadoff hitter in baseball, Kyle Schwarber.
Best leadoff hitter in baseball.
Who's better?
He needs one more home run.
I'm speaking tongue in cheek, but
you can't speak. You speak tongue in cheek.
Well, it's hard to beat Shohei Ohtani, who also leads off for his baseball.
Exactly.
I forgot.
I forgot. Guys, as much as I think that Schwarber's playing much better, he's still only batting 249. Now I know he's got 33 home runs.
And last year he was batting sub 200, and then you were still complaining.
But Danny, I don't know where you've been because I have been changed my stance
on
Kyle Schwarber.
But you're still hard on him.
Well, not as much as I have been.
You were pretty quick after hitting the panic button to saying, "Oh, they gotta put Trey in the leadoff spot again."
I said just to shake things up. You remember he was bad. His last 15, 16 games he was god awful. Prior to when I was saying that,
he was definitely going through a pretty rough time. He went almost a month without a homer.
The whole team.
Yeah. He was in a slump, but every player slumps.
I got the splits right here. Kyle Schwarber in his last 6 games, he's batting 429.
Yeah, last 7, he's batting 387, 5 homers, 11 RBIs. He's only struck out 8 times. That's good for him. I mean, he's hitting more contact this year. All I gotta say is
Bryce's stat the last 6 games, he's batting 346.
Brandon Marsh coming around too.
Yep.
Even Johan Rojas.
Bryce Harper. Here's another guy. He's hitting 364, but no home runs. He's got 0 home runs in his last 7 games.
I mean, we always complain about how the Phillies don't do enough small ball, and here we go. We got some,
Actually,
Bryce
Harper.
Last
time Bryce Harper hit a home run? I think it was in July, right?
It was August, I think 7th
August
or August 9th.
And then prior to that, it was July.
Yes.
Yeah,
he had one home
power
run.
outage with him in a long time.
That's true. Yeah.
But he's helping produce runs, and that's what you want to see.
Look, I would rather, guys. Look, we all love the home run ball. We all love that exclamation point.
Of course.
But in the playoffs, you're going to manufacture runs. You're going to see a lot better pitching, and you're going to need to manufacture runs. And that's what the problem was last year. Remember, they had that power outage, and they lost.
That's true. No, and the one thing that I learned from last night, too, is Garrett Stubbs, had like 2 really, really nice bunts. Again, I think that he has to teach Brandon Marsh, Johan Rojas how to do it because he's such a good player.
That's a great point. 2 bunts in a row.
Yeah.
He said, "What? Till they can stop me, I'm going to bunt."
Correct. Exactly.
I love that. So that's why anybody that wants to get rid of Stubbs, he's valuable in the locker room. But what he did yesterday, I thought was really, really good.
He took a ball to the head and just got up and shimmied like usual.
He's honestly, I know it's like a different sport, but like he reminds me of TJ McConnell. Like
that's a good comparison. That's a really
I like
astute comparison.
All right, on the other side, we'll talk with Tommy Greene. We'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market, and get his take. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call. Chris Mooney, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. Guys, we're going to be doing our Eagles pregame show at La Scala's Beach House, and we're going to have some giveaways. We're going to have we're going to have an Eagle down there. I'm not going to disclose who it is right at this time.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a time.
We're going to have a fun time down at La Scala's Beach House. You got to join us. I'll give out the dates when we get back. There's going to be 7 dates that we're going to do our Eagles pregame show at La Scala's Beach House. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian American and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Can't wake up without it.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, call and again, and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card, good for use at the Ravioli House in Wildwood for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein and my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan, J-Dog Joseph, and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN. And every Sunday, we get a chance to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and their vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzmarkets.com. Give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets. Get in there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good friend, former Philadelphia Phillies pitcher, Tommy Greene. Good morning, Tita Greene.
Good morning, pal. How are you doing?
Well, I got to tell you, Tommy, you know what? I'm feeling much better about my Phillies. And but last night, you talked me off the ledge the last 3 weeks because I hit the panic button. I'll be the first one to admit it. But I like where they are. I like where they are right now. And you obviously had the confidence that you have from being a former player, the faith. As a fan, I'm more of on the roller coaster, but I feel pretty good about where this team is right now. Do you?
Yeah, I mean, they're playing. I mean, they're doing what they need to do. Just need to play consistent ball, not make the errors, the routine. They need to make the routine plays. And don't give away runs and stuff like that. It could make. That can make the difference in a ball game. So I mean, you just want to play clean baseball, and that's what they've pretty much been doing.
With the exception of yesterday. With the exception of yesterday, Tommy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but I mean, you have those days. They have those games where you do it. They went 5-1 for the week.
Right.
Like I say, yeah. Wish we could have played like the Mets the past 10 games. But the Mets are hot. So we gotta get just get our fundamentals. Just keep them going. Make the routine play. So when we play the Mets, we got 7 games coming up against those guys, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a huge thing. I mean, we just got to keep doing what we do and win some ball games. That's it. Take care of our own stuff. Don't worry about anything else.
Oh, every Sunday throughout the baseball season, we get a chance to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Tommy, Taijuan Walker, man, he seems like every time he gets into a game, he's not effective. What's going on with him? Is it like
we call him? I mean, this is a little bit on the joking side, but this is on the fan side would say he's a gas can. He comes in and he ignites. He ignites fire. He ignites. But I mean, I wish I could explain. He's just guys, he's not executing like he needs to do, and then when he makes good pitches, they fall in or something like that, or he can't afford to walk guys, because he gives up a lot of hits. So I mean, it's he finds himself in a predicament right now. He's got to find some way. I don't see it this year, but over the winter.
Well, maybe he just needs to change the scenery.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got to find some way. I mean, it's hard to change. He's doing what he's doing. He's working his tail off, but hopefully they could, with the program and stuff, he has time over the winter to keep going and try to gain some arm strength or whatever they're looking to try to do. I think that's what I read or heard the guys talking about, as far as on the radio and the papers, are trying to gain that arm strength to get his the crispness to his pitches back. So I mean, it's a work in progress for him. Will he get it back? It's hard to say. It's just he's got to put forth the work, and by what I hear, he does that type of stuff. I mean, he's working hard. It's just not showing on the field.
Now, Tommy, the Philadelphia Phillies, I think their magic numbers down to what?
14 to win the East.
14 to win win the East. Magic number to win the East. And you got about 3 weeks to go. Now, you just got through the dog days of summer. Everybody's body is beat up. And we saw Bryce Harper. He's dealing with a wrist and an elbow, and then he gets plunked on the other elbow. Yeah. He's played 45 of the last 46 games. I mean, shouldn't Topper just say, "Look, we're playing the Marlins. Take today off"?
Well, I mean, it's good luck trying. I mean, because the guy wants to play. If he feels like he can still play and he's effective. No, is he hitting a home run? No, he's not. But he'll go 2 for 3 or 2 for 4 or 1 for 3 or,
He's batting 364 in his last 7 games. I mean, he's on fire that way. He's just not. He just doesn't have any power.
It's just, well, I mean, that's just the thing. Is a couple of days going to help that? I don't it's hard to say what type of injury he has. We don't know.
Right.
I mean, it's not definitive what they're saying is happening. So it's that type of thing. And so that's why we call it a team, not an I, not Bryce Harper. The other guys got to step up a little bit and pick up the slack. And look what happened. Who woke up? What we talked about last time. Who woke up?
Yep.
And I said possibly he could hit 15 home runs this month. And he's on his way there.
Yeah, Schwarber.
So he's hot as a firecracker. So.
Hi there, Tommy. This is Jason, a new producer here. I wanted to ask you about Aaron Nola's performance last night. Do you think that it was just an off night for him, or do you see what he did last night as a concern moving forward?
Well, I have to say I didn't watch the game. I was at a function. We're down in Chesapeake City. I was keeping up with it. But the conversations while I was having, one of my good friends come down. He kind of. Well, on the ride down, he was keeping up with it and that type of thing. We were down at a function for the Darren Dalton Foundation down in Chesapeake City.
Okay.
At the Chesapeake Inn.
Cool.
So we were doing stuff yesterday and we got the big function today. So it's a good thing. But by what I heard, it was just, the big thing with Aaron, it comes down to command. And by what I heard, his command wasn't what it was, what it needed to be yesterday. So that's all. If that's pitching, you're going to have those days when you start missing over the zone or falling behind in counts and stuff like that. It's going to cost you. It don't matter who you play with.
Right.
It don't matter if you're playing the Marlins or what. Those guys are young, good ball players they got there with talent, and they've hit a baseball for a long time. So if you're making mistakes, you're giving them an opportunity to do things. So, I chalked that one up to a rough outing. Everybody's been clicking pretty good. And it was just one of those times. We need them the last, start or two going into the to the end of the season, being where they need to be, hitting full stride. And a lot of guys we're pitching pretty well. So.
Good morning, Tommy. So obviously today the Phillies have youngster Seth Johnson on the bump, acquired from the Gregory Soto trade at the deadline. And I was just curious, what are you looking to see from him today? Obviously, they're still trying to figure out that fifth starter spot. And what are you hoping to see from him today?
Oh, God. Say, not falling behind the counts, all the time, and throwing strikes. You're going to be amped up. It's hard. He's got to control his emotions. We're all guilty of that, no matter if you've been in the big leagues or not all the time. That first inning, those first batter you're facing, you're amped. It's about throwing that first strike. You know what I mean? And taking that deep breath and calming down. It's about him getting up there and relish the outing a little bit, but go do what he does, what he's done all his life. That got him in this situation. And the opportunity is throw strikes, and get and use his talents and get people out. That's bottom line. That's what I'm looking. If he could do that and keep the ball down in the zone majority of the time, and when he pitches up, pitch up out of the zone, not in the zone up all the time. You know what I mean? Because you start getting hurt if you're down the middle of the plate because you're not perfect. You're going to miss. You start trying to pitch up all the time, you're going to miss one belt high. And that's when they capitalize on it. So stay down early, pitch up late. You got a good chance.
Hey, Tommy, I know you guys, you're professional baseball players, but when you go to a city like Miami, there's no enthusiasm in the ballpark, and there's nobody there. You're playing against a bunch of no names. I know you said they're all baseball players and they're all good talent.
Yeah.
But is it hard to get up for it? If you're maybe Aaron Nola just had a hard time getting up for that game last night?
No. There's pride. There's pride in a baseball player. And it doesn't matter. You go out there to do a job, and you take pride in it. And Aaron's a hard worker, always has been, and you take pride in yourself to do what you're doing. You're working for a team. They got a goal. And every game counts. So you're trying to do the best you can to help the team win. So no matter no matter if you give up some runs or not, you're trying to keep your team right there to give them a chance to win. You know, but it takes the team to do that. Not just Aaron. Yeah, he gave up some runs, but we were still right there to be able to tie the ball game up or or possibly win it if we didn't give up any more runs later. But we end up giving up that. So,
Tommy, I know. Do you think that 93 team would have had a hard time down there in Miami when you guys went down there for a 4-game series?
Oh, dude. I mean, we stayed in Fort Lauderdale and stuff anyway. So, I mean, no matter where you at, we had a good time no matter where we were at. So,
I know this team seems grounded. Like Harper's a family man. A lot of more
yeah.
like Schwarber and Turner and
Stubbs-
Harper.
Stubbs is probably going crazy. now.
Stubbs, I
Let's
mean,
be honest.
even Stott's a family guy now. So it seems like that team's more grounded than you guys were.
well, yeah, I mean, but it's just that's a different era, different age now. There's cell phones everywhere, cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just it's the privacy thing a little bit. I remember just. When I played, it was just, you wanted to go sit down at a place and maybe have a beer and talk shop with a couple of the guys you might go out with. I'd like to find a little dive place that you can hear the TV,
right?
Or catch up on the sports, the scores, But that's why we stayed in the clubhouse a lot. You heard a lot of us guys about the Phillies. A lot of us guys stayed in the clubhouse a lot, at after ball games, and stuff like that. That's how we did things, But we'd go try to find little places, on the road or whatever. So we can have a conversation and not making it as monotonous all the time. You know what I mean? So,
Tommy, I wanted to ask you, I know that we talked about Aaron Nola, but I wanted to get into Ranger Suarez too. How do you think that he did in his last outing? And do you think that he can get back to his old self before the postseason?
Well, I mean, coming off injury, it takes some, get back in the swing of things a little bit and obviously building that confidence. Yeah, he knows he can pitch here in the big leagues, but building that confidence that you're repeating like you're capable of doing. And I think, and that was a good sign doing what he did earlier, and then that outing, he kind of built and he threw the ball really well, I thought, so, it's a building process all the way up, and he's probably got probably 4 more starts, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, that's a lot. He should be fine, barring any setbacks or, that's like we said at the beginning of the year. It's all about the guys being healthy when it counts, and hopefully everybody is, so it's getting to that point where they're, not banged up too bad, but they're healthy going into this stretch run right here to give them a chance to, go and get this thing done. You know what I mean?
All right, Tommy Greene. So you're down in Chesapeake area for the Darren Dalton Foundation. What's going on down there?
Yeah, we have down here at Chesapeake City, we're having a function today at the Chesapeake Inn, which is owned by, I won't be able to pronounce John Marco's last name, but he owns it, and he's part of the board now with the foundation. So we started this last year. We had a fundraising event down here. It's a beautiful place he's got here on the marina. You got a marina here. With a wonderful restaurant with great food, and you got tiki bar outside. We were able to watch the Eagles game Friday night, and the Phillies games, yesterday. Friday night. We come down Thursday night, so we called a little bit of Thursday and Friday. So we've made a weekend out of it down here, and it's such a great event. Trying to help raise money for the Darren Dalton Foundation, for people, the families and stuff that are going through, the glioblastoma cancer.
I got to tell you,
help them survive. Help them, pay their mortgage if they need it, and stuff like that if they qualify for it. So that's what we try to do, and that's what Darren wanted to do. And so we're trying to help the families, in that aspect.
Well, we sure miss Darren Dalton, Dutch, man. He was such a big part of your team and the Philadelphia Phillies community. And good luck with everything today, Tommy Greene. And as always, we appreciate you. And let's go Phillies, man. I can't wait for Red October.
Yeah, keep the faith, Billy. Stay away from the shoestrings, the belts, and the rakes.
All right, Tommy Greene. As always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Sunday.
All right, pal.
There he is on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. It's sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and their vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice, Mention the locker room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine.
Billy,
All right.
real quick, I have
Yeah.
to mention some possible breaking news here that we can get into more on the other side.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill has been arrested outside of Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
At least that's what it appears to have happened.
At least
there's a video.
it appears that he's been arrested. He's in handcuffs, surrounded by police outside of Hard Rock Stadium. And I know we're talking with the fantasy guru at 11:30, so this might have some negative.
I might have to adjust my lineup.
Tyreek Hill, he plays for the Dolphins.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, once he get arrested in his hometown right near the stadium.
I'll tell you more when we get back.
All right.
Hopefully more information comes out soon.
All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll take a look back at the Eagles and Packers down in Brazil, plus the Phillies weekend against the Marlins. NFL Week 1 in the books. We're taking a look at all of it. Mike McGarry, Jeff Bosher has football at 4. John McMullen will be live at Ocean Casino Resort. Stop out and see us. It's all Monday on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, I'm Steve Coates. When I dine out, I go to La Barca Restaurant, located at 301 Summers Point, Longport Boulevard, Longport, New Jersey. Set in the Seaview Marina with panoramic views of the open bay and marina, La Barca offers a wide range of dining options from fresh seafood, gnocchi menu, Italian, steak, chicken, and inspired entrees. When I have company at the shore, we go to La Barca for great food, impeccable service, and amazing views. Call La Barca now for reservations, 609-541-4007. Maybe I'll see you there.
With Labor Day savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,500 off select appliances from top brands like LG, America's most reliable line of appliances, like the LG Smart Top Load Washer with easy unload angled front, so you can reach every last sock. Right now, get up to $1,500 off select appliances in-store and online with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing valid August 22nd through September 11th. U.S. only. See store online for details. America's most reliable line of appliances per independent study.
Attention Cumberland County businesses. Do you need new employees? Do you want to showcase your business to the public? Do you want to engage in valuable B2B networking? Then you need to join forces with the business community on Thursday, September 26th at the Cumberland County Business Expo and Job Fair. This event will be held from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Cumberland County Technical Education Center in Vineland. Build sales, recognition, relationships, and your workforce. Thousands of people expected to attend. Sign up as an exhibitor or sponsor by September 19th to take advantage of this opportunity. Visit CumberlandExpo.com. This event is hosted by the Bridgeton, Millville, and Vineland Chambers of Commerce, working together for a stronger Cumberland County economy. Co-sponsors of this event are PSEG Nuclear and Top Square Media. Showcase your business at the Cumberland County Business Expo. Register by September 19th for a lower fee at CumberlandExpo.com. The expo takes place at the Cumberland County Technical Education Center in Vineland on September 26th from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Go for the endless ocean views and the non-stop entertainment. Go for the lucky whirls and the late night twirls. Go for the gourmet eats and the next level sweets. Go to celebrate. Go to rejuvenate. Go for an escape that's anything but ordinary. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, my Locker Room youth movement, the intern Andrew Leeds, producer Danny Ryan, and Jason Joseph right here on 97.3 ESPN. What do you got an update on? You guys just showed me the video. It's like unbelievable.
Yeah, so
he must have been. I don't know how long that video was taken, but if it's 11 o'clock now, 10:56,
I would assume he's
got a 1 o'clock game
20, 30 minutes ago, maybe.
He probably was like going like 102, 10 miles an hour to get into the stadium.
They call him Cheetah.
And Tyreek Hill does not have the cleanest track record, let's just say, of all time. But according to his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, Tyreek Hill was detained by police today, entering the stadium for a driving violation. But Rosenhaus said he will play today. Quote, I just left Tyreek and he is getting ready to play today, end quote. So, I mean, he must just been speeding, running late for the stadium.
Did he have like a white beater tank top one?
That's
what they call the tank tops.
Pretty casual gear to be wearing, I guess.
Pre-game, because there's palm trees, it looks like.
Tell you what, though, even if you're arriving at 10 a.m. for a 1 o'clock game, that's pretty late. So he must have been running.
I think they usually, I know, I can't speak for NFL players, but I know like when Phillies games, those guys are there like
hours.
3 hours before the game. They're there at like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I know.
Strange all
NHL,
around.
If the game's at 7 o'clock, the NHL players they're there by 4. I know that.
And like you can tell, he's literally right at the stadium. It's crazy.
All right, hour number 1 is in the books. Ahead of us, we're going to be talking with Mark Rise, my agent at the beach. I'm sure he'll give his commentary on the Eagles. And then, of course, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point.
Let's see if Brian's expecting a big game from Tyreek Hill today.
Let's see what kind of grade he's going to give me for my team.
I will say, you had a better draft than last year.
All that and more. It's The Locker with Billy Schwein, my Locker Room Youth Movement, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I are set for Week 1 NFC action from Detroit when the Lions play host to the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and the Rams saw their season end in a wild-card loss in Detroit last year. Can Jared Goff and the Lions get him again? Join us to find out on Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app. Coverage begins at 8 p.m.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-761-0000. 800-761-0000.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping. Woo!
Ends 9/22/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Bianna's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
You ever heard of naloxone?
Naloxone? No.
Me neither, until last night at that party. Someone yelled Jen overdosed. A guy ran up and put this spray in her nose. It was naloxone. Saved her life.
Wow. Sounds like having naloxone around is a really good idea.
Right? And anyone can get it for free at most pharmacies in New Jersey. No questions asked.
I'm definitely checking this out.
Visit stopoverdoses.nj.gov to see how you can get naloxone free from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein and my locker room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan and Jason Joseph, and the intern Andrew Leeds is with me. All these young kids in here. You get everything.
Tell us to get off your lawn.
Yeah, get off my lawn. The Eagles.
Mr. Ed.
All right, the Eagles get a big win, 34-29, in a very sloppily played game. Matter of fact, both Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts, their quarterback ratings were 80, 83, respectively. And
yeah, I mean, they were slipping out there. Wide receivers were slipping. It was very terrible.
The field conditions are so bad.
But I'm not going to you can't make excuses.
No,
the other team played on it. Both teams played on the field condition. Now, we're gonna break the Eagles game down. But before we do that, let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy. He's my agent at the beach. He's Mark Grimes. Good morning, Grimesy.
Billy, what's up, my man? How you doing, brother?
Well, you know what, Mark? We talked about this yesterday. We talked about it a little today. We're going to get into some Eagles talk now in the second half of the show. But basically, there's been no preseason. The players are in bubble wrap, and this is the type of game, and they're lucky they got away with a win because the first half was sloppy, penalties, missed tackles, missed assignments, fumbles. It looked horrible, Mark. And it's just like, they better straighten this out soon.
1,000%. Listen, Scott Grayson was on point yesterday. And before I get started here, can I just mention one thing? I had you guys on your live feed.
Right.
And if I didn't know any better, I would have thought it was a show for Duck Dynasty.
That's great.
I'm kidding.
Well, listen, they all three got beards. J Dog,
I love it.
they all got beards.
The mullet isn't helping Malcolm. I'll say that.
Grimesy, that's precious, dude. That's Duck Dynasty.
I'm teasing.
You know, Grimes, it's the young kids today. They're unshaven. They're disheveled looking. They look like they still live in their mom's basement.
Yep, it's like Barstool Sports.
Watch your mouth there, Billy.
Oh yeah, disheveled is crazy. But go on.
You gotta meet the razor, right there, Grimesy?
Yes. Hey, whatever floats their boat.
Hey, Mark, before you get started, how about we're going to be at La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine for 7 events, 7 pregame shows.
I love it.
Yeah, you got to come down. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a player down there. To be named. I'm not going to indulge who it is right this second, but we're going to have a player down there sign autographs one show. We're going to be giving away a jersey, and I'm not going to tell you whose jersey it is yet. We'll broadcast it the week before. And then we got 7 dates total, 2 in September, 2 in October, 1 in November, 2 in December. So come on down and join us, Mark Grimes.
I'll try to. And I talked to Rob, the owner. He says, he was obviously open on the beach and the inside, and they crushed it this summer. So good for him. He's one hell of an operator.
Well, the food is delicious. I mean, we've been down there like 3 or 4 times, and the food's been phenomenal.
Yep, 1,000%. But getting back to where we were starting talking about the Eagles game. So here's how I look at it. And Scott Grayson was on point. These guys don't have any hitting. They don't nothing before the game starts. So this is preseason. The first 3 games are preseason, basically.
More,
so
but it's like, but there are teams like look at Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, who down in New Orleans, the starter in New Orleans, Carr. These all guys, they got snaps in the they not a lot, but they did get some work done in a live game in the preseason, and it reflected in their games.
No, I agree. So listen, it's the Eagles' approach, and I agree. Not every team does it, but the Eagles chose to do it, and I think it's going to take them 3 games to at least get in full form.
All right, so Grimesy, yesterday we had a text board question at 609-403-0973. What was your biggest takeaway from yesterday's game or Friday night's game?
Friday night's game?
Yeah.
No, hey, Saquon Barkley, I think is the biggest pick. I think it's the biggest pickup in all of NFL. And I mean, think about this. This guy had 3 touchdowns in his first game.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you saw the guy punching the wall, a Giants fan on it looked real. I don't know if it was real, but it looked real. The guy was furious. So if you're a Giants fan, could you just imagine, the pain they're having watching this guy score 3 touchdowns? Unbelievable.
On defense,
should have been 4. And by the way, should have been 4 touchdowns.
That's true. It was even though he had 109 yards on the ground, 24 carries, he averaged 4.5 yards, which is really, that's a heavy workload, and I like it. But it didn't seem like it during the game that he was like. It didn't seem like he was at a 100-yard pace. You know what I mean? It seemed, I don't know, it just didn't look like it. Neither did A.J. Brown. I mean, he had over 100 yards, and it didn't look, with the exception of that long pass, 65-yard touchdown pass. I mean, but, they did it quietly, and it worked.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely not a fan of these games being away as well. This is just, to me, not the same feeling. You mean
you weren't going to entertain the idea of going down to Brazil?
No, I'm not taking my life in my hands. Come on.
9 hours, 9.5 hours in the air, Mark.
I know. They may have just landed.
Yeah, I think they just got back.
Long flight. And then, hey, listen, the Phillies, they're on a roll. I think we got a good shot of pulling this whole thing off. And can you just imagine if we start out 4-0 and the Phillies are rolling in October? Oh my God, Philly will be fanatical.
Grimesy, you sit in the front row and every like during the Sixers games, I see you right behind the bench. You're right behind Nick Nurse. At the Eagles games, you got great seats. And can you imagine if the Phillies get hot in red October? I mean, this place will be going nuts.
It's going to be rocking. Hey, it was rocking last year, but I think it's even going to be better this year. So
are you all in, Grimesy, with the Phillies? I mean, you hear my segment with Tommy Greene every Sunday. I hit the panic button 3-4 weeks ago. I was like not in a good spot, and I feel like, and I made a tweet out on the X platform or Twitter of me on a roller coaster going up and down with this team.
Billy,
What?
they could win 25 games in a row. The first game they lose, you're hitting the panic button. That's Billy.
I'm not that bad, Grimesy. Come on, man.
I was gonna say you were pretty good the first half of the
yesterday.
season.
They lost yesterday, and you're hitting the panic button. We're 8 games up. We don't know what to do to be 8 games up in September. We haven't been in this position.
Well, the magic number to win the East is 14, and I think, like right now, I want to see him. Like Romuto's going to have a couple days off because of his knee. I would sit Harper as well. I mean, what the heck? I know they haven't secured the NL East. Okay, but still, I mean, you're playing against the Marlins today. Like, give the second the backup.
I think they're going to play these guys out for a little bit more and then send them, for maybe the last week and a half. I mean, the fact that Harper got hit in the elbow the other day, that could have been bad if he got knocked out. But no, I think we got this thing wrapped up. I think the discussion's got to be, who do we want in? Mets, Braves, Padres, Diamondbacks. Like that's the scary discussion.
I don't want the Diamondbacks.
I agree with that. I don't want the Diamondbacks either. I mean, do you want the Braves or do you want the Mets? I mean, pick your poison.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we got 7 games coming up against the Mets.
Seven
games coming up left against the Mets. Yep. So that'll determine. I mean, the Mets are 9-1. They're high right now. They're last 10.
Yeah. Hey, they just lost their second baseman, and they're still clicking on all cylinders. I mean, that guy. Hey, I will say this. I mean, I love our manager, but the Mets manager, he gets manager of the year for me. You know what I mean?
Grimesy.
He's playing, coaching well.
Carlos
Grimesy. All right, Grimesy, how's your health?
I'm doing good, brother. Doing good.
We're worried about
Now, listen, everything's good. I just had a little scare with a little basal cell on the face. But, hey, got to wear your sunblock.
Because you're fair complected, Grimesy. You're fair complected. You can't be out in that sun like the Schweiner.
I can't be riding with my shirt off like the Schweiners do every day out there. Oh, my God.
Oh, Grimesy. Yo, I tell you what, Duck Dynasty was the best line of the day, man. That was funny. All right, Grimesy. Well, listen, man, we appreciate you, and I'll be talking to you soon.
All right, keep up the great work, guys.
All right, there he is, Mark Grimes on the Tom Zero Volkswagen Sports Hotline. I got to tell you, he had a scare. He had that basal cell, and he had it removed, and he showed me a picture. I wasn't allowed to say anything. I wanted to keep it down.
Yeah,
but
of course,
that's a big scare when you have like a cancerous cell, and we send out. And look, Tommy Greene's down there in Chesapeake for the Darren Dalton Foundation. The fundraiser down there. It's serious stuff, that cancer.
Yeah,
that's scary. That's really.
I'm
really
glad
scary.
to hear he's doing better now.
What the heck's that?
We got we got Siri.
What the heck?
Scary Siri. Oh boy!
All right, guys. When we get back, we're gonna get into some more Eagles talk, and I want to have a couple specific questions for the locker room youth movement.
Oh boy!
Right? Duck Dynasty.
I like that. I like it.
You guys, man. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Jason's down there. Will, they do a great job. Tell them we said hi. I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates. John's a great guy. 609-263-7422. Whether commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, or financial planning, divorce, or financing, and more, the professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call today, 609-263-7422. That's 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more Eagles talk. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and my Locker Room Youth Movement right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Can't wake up without it.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
With Labor Day savings at the Home Depot, you can upgrade your home with up to $1,500 off select appliances from top brands like Whirlpool. Enhance your kitchen with quality and convenience from Whirlpool, like the freestanding electric range with built-in air fryer and the tall tub dishwasher with 3rd rack, all available at the Home Depot. Right now, shop Labor Day savings up to $1,500 off select appliances at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing valid August 22nd through September 11th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Biana's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Wrap up your workday with the all-new Chickies and Pete's Happy Hour with unbeatable specials weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Enjoy half-price orders of Chickies medium tender wings, one of our tasty and delicious pizzas, or an order of mouth-watering hot, cold, or fried shrimp. Plus $3 domestic bottled beers, $5 Tito's, and $6 seltzers. It's the all-new Happy Hour, weekdays 4 to 6 p.m., only at Chickies and Pete's.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my Locker Room Youth Movement, intern Andrew Leeds, my new producer, Jason Joseph, and, of course, Danny Ryan here in the studio with me, the Duck Dynasty. Grimes, you just coined the new term for you guys, Duck Dynasty.
I like it.
I like
it.
Where's your hat? Those two guys have hats, and you don't have a hat.
My big hat is here, but I don't have a hat.
You got to join the club?
Oh, my God. You guys, Duck Dynasty. Grimes just coined it. You guys look like Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, I got the cut off. And got the flannel.
Jason looks like
we both got the facial hair.
Oh, God. All right. You guys were Jason,
What's up?
Jalen Hurts.
Gotcha.
Are you excited? Did you see he was animated on the sideline for the first time now? Last year, he obviously felt like he couldn't do it because Jason Kelsey was like the leader of the offense. But he is the quarterback, and he didn't show any. Remember, it almost like he was like pouting. He would come over, sit on the sideline, sit on the bench. He wouldn't talk to anybody. It didn't seem like it to me, or at least the camera didn't catch it. But Friday night we saw it.
Yes.
Jurgens made that. He snapped the ball back to him. He was animated on the sidelines. He was talking to him. He had his helmet off. He was interacting with the players. I like that.
Yeah, I do too. I think that with the whole like media conversations with the relationship between him and Nick Sirianni, I think that he's sort of taken a different approach now, like heading into the season. I could even tell just from the body language and just from the tone of the voice that he is really starting to embrace this new leadership role. And I do think that that's valuable. Obviously, it comes down to like what he does on the field, but I do like that new mindset.
Yeah, but Andrew, a quarterback is a leader on and off the field. He's a leader by example, but he's got to be a certain amount of like an extension of the coach. He's got to be a coach off a coach as well.
Yeah.
Do you think he's comfortable with that, or he's getting more comfortable with that? Because I do like his interaction with the players. I mean,
I believe that he is. I mean, it's kind of night and day when you think about last year when AJ Brown was yelling at him at the sideline.
Yeah,
Jalen looked like he
remember they were making
weren't
they making their own plays up?
Yeah,
at the end of last year.
Jalen looked like he wanted no part. He didn't want to talk to AJ about it. He's like, whatever. Let AJ get his.
And they're friends, right? They're supposed to be good friends.
They had to go to an escape room. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and this year you see, he's holding his guys accountable, which is like you said, an extension of the coaching. You got to do that when you're a franchise quarterback making.
Jahan Dotson did get one pass thrown to him.
Speaking of franchise quarterbacks, some breaking news here out of Dallas, Texas.
No.
Quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys have reached an agreement on a 4-year contract worth $240 million that will make him the highest paid player in NFL history and keep him in a Cowboys uniform for seasons to come.
Highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
240,
He's
231 million guaranteed.
240?
230.
Who's better quarterback, Dak Prescott or Jalen Hurts?
I'll take Jalen Hurts.
I'll take Jalen
Hurts.
Right. I'll take Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Also, Jamar Chase is having contract disputes, and he might not play today. And we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, at the bottom of the hour to get his take on who to watch. But he's got to make his mind up, right, Danny?
Yeah, so apparently Jamar Chase said to the media that it was going to be yesterday or today to reach an agreement, and after that, that's the deadline.
He's still under contract for 2 years.
He's still under contract for 2 more years, and he's got about 8 minutes now to decide if he's going to play or not against the Patriots.
I say I don't think he's going to play. I bet you he sits it out.
He's questionable with an illness. Obviously, that's more of a cover-up about the contract disputes because he also really hasn't been practicing as much. He ramped it up towards the end of the week, but I think he should play. I mean, you got T. Higgins, and who else if he doesn't play?
Yeah, but he's
actually T. Higgins is out.
So you're saying he's got an illness?
Doubtful.
He says, and he wants to hold out for more money. I think he's not going to play today.
Well, he doesn't.
Well, the illness I think is a fake.
The illness,
I know. We don't know. We don't know that for 100%. All right, let me ask you guys this question. Jalen Carter, you brought this to my attention. I knew that he was taking heat on social media, especially the X platform, but I didn't know he was getting death threats.
Yeah, he was getting threats of all kind. I mean, pretty much like people hate crimes as well. Like just awful vitriol sent in his direction.
Like he's a football player.
That tackle was not dirty in the. If you think that's a dirty tackle, you don't know football.
Jordan Love was trying to extend the play.
That was just an unfortunate circumstance that just happened literally like with 5 seconds left in the game.
Right. Well, no, it wasn't 5 seconds. It was longer than that.
Was
it 5 seconds?
It was pretty.
He dropped back with 6 seconds left.
Oh, is that right? It was. Yeah. But there's a picture of him just grabbing. Well, you see the video.
Yeah.
He was just trying to tackle the guy, and Jordan Love was trying to extend the play, so he was just holding on to his leg.
And the thing I hate about that video is that it's in the slowest of slow motion. Which every tackle is gonna look dirty if you slow it down to half a frame a second. Everything it's ridiculous.
I just don't get people wanting to you remember when you guys don't remember this because you guys are too young, but when Mitch Williams gave up that home run to Joe Carter in '93.
Yeah,
I mean he had death threats.
Yeah.
People get death threats for it's a game.
It's just sports. Literally, it's just sports. And I get
who would wait people are that demented that they're going to send a
Green,
football player a death threat?
Danny Green missed for this one when he was on the Lakers, not before he came to Philly. He missed a 3 in the NBA Finals and was getting death threats by Lakers fans. Like,
I forgot about that.
It's
Totally
a single play.
It's
they were still up 3-2
game.
in the series. It's insane how people just can't regulate their own emotions and their own feelings.
All right, do you guys
taking it out?
Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis? Do you? Let me ask you this first.
Go for it,
J Dog.
Go for it.
Rate their performance because Jordan Davis didn't even show up in the tackle. Not that he's going to get he didn't get any sacks, he didn't get any tackles. But
Jordan Davis to me had one job, and that was just to attack the holes
and stuff the run,
and just stuff the run.
Right.
And Josh Jacobs had a heyday, and there was no closing of the gaps, and I did not really like his performance. And I honestly
seemed to me like I never played defensive line, but you can't take a side. And
no,
he would go to one side, and the offensive line would just push him right out of the way.
Correct.
There were some gaping holes in the Eagles' defensive line.
Yeah, Jalen Carter, I can kind of give him a little bit of a pass because I don't think that in regards to the performance, like, in a week one, I wasn't happy with it, but I definitely don't.
They gave up 163 yards on the ground. The Eagles defense did.
Yeah, but I don't think that that's going to be him moving forward throughout the rest of the season. I'm willing to give him more of a longer leash. Like with Jordan Davis, I've been really upset with Jordan Davis overall ever since he's been.
Yeah, I think he's been a little bit of a disappointment.
It's
Andrew.
at the point where, his rookie year, he was solid, but not like stat jumping, which that's not really the type of player he's gonna be. It's not eye popping either. I mean, I think against Green Bay, he started off pretty good, but I think similar to the story of Jordan Davis is he gets gassed. I mean, he'll look good for the first quarter and then just kind of slowly dip. And
everybody's telling us how he's in the best shape. He's in great shape. He came in and physically fit. I didn't see it.
No.
He seems like a guy who you need to have 3 great linemen around him so that he can just be that run stuffer. Like with this defensive line, it's not the same as it's been in the past.
By the way, Josh Jacobs had 16 carries for 84 yards with a 5.3 average.
Unacceptable.
Yeah. That was better than his average is better than Saquon Barkley. Listen,
which is crazy because
we didn't stop. Like I said, the team had 20. Green Bay Packers 21 carries, 163 yards for a 7.8 average. That's way too much, J-Dog.
The crazy thing is that Jacobs wasn't even eye popping. Like when I'm watching the game, I didn't really think he had like a dominant game.
It felt like they shut him down in the first half, really.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with I think the Eagles defense is more suspect right now than the Eagles offense, despite the fact
I agree.
Oh, 100%.
Even though that both sides of the ball was atrocious. Tackling was bad.
Yeah.
I thought Quinyon Mitchell broke up some nice passes. He did really well.
The Reed Blankenship interception.
Although
how about Zach Bond? Can we talk about Zach Bond, the unsung hero?
Zach.
He had 15 He had 15 total tackles.
He had 2 sacks.
Yeah, but the defense. The defense. Fangio's got a lot of work to do.
That dropped interception by Nakobe Dean. That was unacceptable.
Well, I mean, unacceptable. He dropped it. I mean. You got to catch that ball.
You got to catch
it. He could have just walked right into the end zone.
Yeah.
I know.
I agree. Vic Fangio does, though, have his work
he's got his work cut out for him.
I mean, there was just so many plays where complete broken coverage. Jaden Reed had 2 40-yard touchdowns. Nobody was within 15 yards of him. You got to stay on your guy, and I know that's a young defense, got a young secondary besides the likes of Slay. But I mean, they just got to get it together for sure. And again, it's week 1.
I thought Nakobe Dean did play well though.
I do
overall. Other than that drop thing, but from a linebacker's perspective, he stuffed some runs. He got in the gaps. He seemed like
pressure.
He got pressure.
He just has to stay healthy this year.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all he has to do.
All right. On the other side, we're going to talk with the fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. He's going to get the grades. He's going to get Danny. We'll give him your lineup and
we
tell
should
him my
know
lineup.
Jamar Chase is playing by the time we get on with the guru.
Is he? You have Jamar Chase?
I do have Jamar Chase. Not in our league. I believe one of my other leagues. So I'm eager to see what he's doing.
All right, I'm going to see what the guru thinks about my picks. Coming up on the other side. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine. Guys, we're going to be broadcasting live there for 7 Eagles pre-game shows, and I can't wait to get down there. Grimes will show up.
It's going to be an
right. We've had
blast.
fun every time we've gone down there, right, Andrew?
If you've never been to Las Scala's, you're going to want to go out there.
The food's phenomenal. The atmosphere is
the atmosphere.
better.
It's such a beautiful place to just.
It's got a
sit in
great
and hang
vibe,
out.
doesn't it?
Yeah, you're just everyone there is in a good mood. It's just always a great time. I can't recommend it.
We'll be down there September 22nd and September 29th.
I'll be back here.
You'll be back here October 13th, October 22nd. November 10th, and then December 8th and December 22nd. So there are the 7 dates at La Scala's. The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and crew will be down there for an Eagles pregame show. Last year, the La Scala's Beach House opened to great rave reviews at your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll take a look back at the Eagles and Packers down in Brazil, plus the Phillies weekend against the Marlins. NFL Week 1 in the books. We're taking a look at all of it. Mike McGarry, Jeff Bosher has football at 4. John McMullen will be live at Ocean Casino Resort. Stop out and see us. It's all Monday on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those gargantuans of the guarantee. Those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning. Those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Hi, I'm Steve Coates. When I dine out, I go to La Barca Restaurant, located at 301 Summers Point, Longport Boulevard, Longport, New Jersey. Set in the Seaview Marina with panoramic views of the open bay and marina, La Barca offers a wide range of dining options from fresh seafood, gnocchi menu, Italian, steak, chicken, and inspired entrees. When I have company at the shore, we go to La Barca for great food, impeccable service, and amazing views. Call La Barca now for reservations, 609-541-4007. Maybe I'll see you there.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. Or how much easier it is to move mountains of soil with a 1 Series tractor. We could even go into detail about how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat. Learn more at johndeere.com/get-in-the-seat or visit a dealer near you.
Hi, honey. Happy first day back at work. Can't wait to see you tonight. We are so proud of you.
Daddy, we love you.
There are many reasons to start recovery. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, we are here to help. Call us. Our trained counselors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help. Your recovery is within reach. Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Into the locker room. Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, my locker room youth move, producer Danny Ryan, and Jason Joseph is in with us, and of course the intern Andrew Leeds. And now it's time to go to my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant, Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, and spirits while watching all the big games. Enjoy their famous wings. Check out their full menu at charliesbar.com. Call for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44, celebrating their 80th anniversary at Charlie's Bar. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Guru.
This is Howard Coast. Billy, you know, when I'm up at midnight, getting home from work in the summer, I'm watching all this old football stuff. And, man, I got to tell you, listen to some of those old broadcasts and Howard Cosell and those guys. What great times. I'm so excited for week 1 of the NFL season.
I got to tell you, and I don't, these young guys in a locker room, my locker room youth movement, they never got a chance to experience that stuff. Some of the greats of the, great announcers of the game are long gone.
They are long gone, but I tell you what, it was a great time listening to some of those guys, watching those old broadcasts, seeing some of those old players that they just destroyed each other on some of these hits that are now illegal.
Yeah.
They changed the game because they hit and they pounded so hard and the way that the game was played.
Hey, Brian Guru, you think of guys like Dick Butkus and Ray Nitschke and Lambert, and like these guys not only wanted to tackle you, they wanted to drive your head into the turf.
Yeah, their goal was to knock you out of the game. That was basically how it was. You know what? If we can't stop you, we're gonna beat you so bad that you can't come back into the game. That's the way the game was played. And now you watch all these rules and you watch some of these games this past week with all the penalties and stupid stuff. It's like you can't even touch anybody some days. But it's the world we're living in now. It's I guess it's more exciting football these days.
All right, Guru. I want you to give me my grade. I'm not going to tell you what. I hope you didn't hear it. But when you pick you draft your players, ESPN gives you the grade of what they think how you drafted. But I'm going to tell you my starting lineup. I want you to give me your grade, okay?
You got it.
All right. CJ Stroud is my quarterback. Pacheco and Swift are my 2 running backs. Brandon Ayuk and A.J. Brown are my receivers. Cooper Kupp is a flex. Dallas Goedert's my tight end. Excuse me, Terry McLaurin's my flex. Cooper Kupp's the extra wide receiver. Terry McLaurin, the Browns defense, and Brian is my kicker. What kind of grade would you give me?
Well, the big question is how many guys in your league? 10 or 12?
10.
B minus.
All right. I got a C from ESPN. And Danny Ryan got a C too as well.
I'll say the ESPN grades seem to be a little harsh.
Yeah, so you give me a B minus. I'll take a B minus.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad team. You got some guys that DeAndre Swift. I don't know what's going to happen there. They got some other guys that can run the ball. And, it's Cooper Kupp.
All right, let me give you.
I had him last year, frustrating year. Puka Nacua, but Kupp should be healthy this year going into the season, which he was not last year.
Right, he was hurt all last year.
Brian, these clowns somehow let me get Justin Jefferson at 14. He was sitting there at 14.
Even know how that's possible. I mean, some leagues I've been in, he's gone 7 or 8 because of the quarterback situation. So some of the other guys have gone first, but 14.
I couldn't believe it. I took Amon-Ra St. Brown first, and then second time around, I didn't even want a receiver, but I had to take Justin Jefferson because he was there.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So I might have to grade all the rest of these teams.
All right, here's my backup. I got Joe Burrow as my backup. I mean, I got 2 great quarterbacks. He's Jahan Dotson. I put on my roster as a backup. Austin
have an Eagle as usual.
Yeah, Austin Eckler, Myers. In all honesty, I was really sick that night. So after I got my starting lineup, I hit auto draft, and I got Adam Thielen and Deshaun Watson. Singletary is my another backup running back.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of depth there. That's your biggest issue. But listen, guys, the way this sounds, could you please invite me to your league next year? I mean, it sounds like just easy pickings at times, you know.
All right, we're gonna so here's how we're gonna do every week. We're gonna have the guru come on and give your picks for week 1 in the NFL, and we're gonna get. Do we have any like music background? Look up some music background, like maybe like an NFL type thing, some type of music. We're gonna back it up, and you'll give us your picks for the week. I neglected to tell my producer, but we usually have like some music background, like NFL films music or something like that. And as soon as
some of those like trumpets,
like you know, like gotta get some music for Brian Guru. By the way, great with your Grand Marshal.
Still no word.
He never got back to you.
No, we're patiently waiting. We're hopeful and optimistic, but we're waiting.
All right, he told me for you to send him another email. I sent you an email,
and I did that day, so we're waiting.
Well, do it again. You're running out of time.
I try not to be pushy. You know?
Squeaky wheel gets the. I'll push him for you. Squeaky wheel gets the grease, Brian. All right, we ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
All right. I'm waiting for my producers. All right, here we go. Week 1 in the NFL. Brian Hartley. Go ahead, Brian.
Quarterback, I like Jared Goff against the LA Rams. Tua, although it's breaking news right now with Tyreek Hill. Could change that pick a little bit. However, his agent Drew Rosenhaus does say he's not playing. So I like Tua going against Jacksonville. I like Jaden Daniels today going against Tampa Bay. I think he's just going to be able to run the ball, get you some fantasy points. May not be pretty, but I think fantasy-wise he could rack up some points today. At running back, I like Aaron Jones going against the New York Giants. Zamir White against the LA Chargers. And Jerome Ford going against Dallas. And at wide receiver, Khalil Shakir going against Arizona. He's going to be the new target for Josh Allen. He's got to target somebody since they don't have anybody else. So look for him to be the guy. I like Jackson Smith and Jigba being a guy that has a breakout year this year. I think he kind of takes over that number 2 spot going against Denver. And Josh Palmer, he's another guy that they lost everybody out there. They got to throw to somebody. Herbert's going to have a big target, and I like him going against the Las Vegas Raiders today. And if you like the Cincinnati defense, I like him today going against New England. I don't think New England's going to be able to move the ball that much. I look for them to get a touchdown and keep New England down to some fewer points. So keep in mind, I'm not giving you the top tier guys. I'm not telling you got to take Justin Jefferson and play him every week. I'm giving you those guys that in leagues are a little deeper. You got to, question marks. You're not sure I play this guy, that guy. But, we all have our tier 1 and tier 2 guys that are playing every week. So you don't need to sit here and hear it from me. You got to play Breece Hall every week and John Robinson. But those are my picks for week 1 of the NFL season.
All right, there's the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Now, Brian, the other day, Friday night, we were all at Miro's house. Dave Clemick, my co-host, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver. We were all at his brother-in-law's house for the Eagles game. We ordered chicken wings from Charlie's Bar. We love Charlie's Bar. But PJ, Mr. Negadelvi, goes to get him. He forgets to get the blue cheese and the celery sticks.
Yeah, it's a big no-no. I mean,
you can't do that.
That's a must. You can't have the wings or tenders without that. Can you introduce me like you do Dave every week? Could I be introduced as former Mainland Mustang first baseman Brian Hartley? Can I get like a cool intro like Dave or something?
I thought you were a pitcher. I thought you pitched.
Former flitzer brake operator at the amusement park, Brian Hartley, something like that. I don't know. It just doesn't sound as good. Dave gets a cool intro, a little title going along with it.
You're just the fantasy football guru. That's all you are.
There you go. Yeah, listen. Hey, you forget the blue cheese. You forget that a lot of people like ranch with it too.
Yeah. No, I like blue cheese with my chicken.
I've always
wings.
liked Charlie's Top Gun sauce.
Well, we had them hot, and I love them hot. You got to work up a sweat while you're watching the game. You know what I mean?
It's a workout.
That is definitely hot. Listen, if you want the night to go to Charlie's is Monday night. They got the Monday Night Quarterback Club. You sign up. You go every Monday night. You get a little party at the end of the year, some food, some open bar. You get a T-shirt. They got specials every Monday night. Halftime is the way the lobster, you closest to the lobster, you get to eat the lobster.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Halftime. Every Monday night, the place is slamming. They're open all the way to the end of the game, and it's hard to get a seat. A lot of times you got to show up, half hour before, get that bar seat, cozy up, get in there. But it's a great time Monday nights. That's where I go. I get done work here, head on over and watch the game.
And I got to tell you, on Saturdays, I usually stop by Charlie's Bar to have lunch because I love their salad wedge. It's the best salad wedge anywhere. I'll put it up against anybody's salad wedge. The Charlie's Bar salad wedge is unbelievable.
Well, maybe you should start going there 7 days a week.
That's enough out of you. Listen, call your Grand Marshal. Get on him, all right? Your time's wasted.
I'm trying not to be too pushy.
Nah, well, now it's time to put on a full court press.
Well, I'm gonna need a little help from the Schweimer.
All right, I'll give him a call. All right, Guru, as always, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next week.
Have a great day, guys.
All right, there is my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Is brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, spirits while you watch the big games, while you're enjoying eating this famous chicken wings. Check out the full menu at Charlie's Bar. Call for takeout at 609-925-927-FOOD, 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. They're celebrating 80 years at Charlie's Bar, and congratulations to them. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Go down there and say hello to Jason, Chet, Will. Tell them the Locker Room said hello. All right. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Danny Ryan, Jason Joseph, and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL. A new season is here, and the march to Super Bowl 59 is on. Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys, look to make an early season statement against Myles Garrett, the Cleveland Browns. Hi, this is Jerry Recco. Join Kevin Ray, Steve Berline, and me for all the action as these two cross-conference powerhouses kick off the new year. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. If it's the NFL, it's right here.
It's NFL Sunday. Coverage begins after Game 1 of our triple header.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
The new John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. Because with the highest cargo box volume in its class, customizable features, and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds, it gets the job done. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at your John Deere dealer or visit johndeere.com/GatorXUV.
Go for the endless ocean views and the non-stop entertainment. Go for the lucky whirls and the late night twirls. Go for the gourmet eats and the next level sweets. Go to celebrate. Go to rejuvenate. Go for an escape that's anything but ordinary. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Bill on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweiman, my locker room, Youth Movement, Danny Ryan, Jason Joseph, and the intern Andrew Leeds. Of course, I'm really happy with my Toms River Volkswagen new purchase. I got the Teos Silver. I love it, man. Go down there and say Huey. Go up to Toms River and look, ask for Huey or John. They will take care of you. They will get you into a brand new Volkswagen. Toms River Auto Group. It's unbelievable.
Nice looking car.
That's all.
I was like, oh, I guess the finder's not here yet. I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no, I put my sticker on my car.
Yeah, that's why I saw the sticker and I saw it. Like, that's
all right, Danny Ryan, we got the lineup for the Phils today at 140.
Full lineup is not dropped quite yet. It's late. I'm assuming it's because they have to announce a roster move to call up Seth Johnson to start today's game.
Okay, I thought they already did that. Did they just do that?
They did not do that yet.
Okay.
They did it just now. Scott Lauber of Philadelphia Inquirer tweets out, JT Realmuto said his bruised left knee feels, quote, much better today than yesterday. He could play again in a day or two, but in the meantime, the Phillies will place Edmundo Sosa on the 10-day IL with back spasms, so that infield gets much thinner now. No Bohm, he's on 10-day IL. No Edmundo Sosa, he's on 10-day. And then obviously, with those things occurring, now you have to switch things up in the lineup a bit. So Kyle Schwarber will be in left field today.
Okay.
Bryce Harper is going to be the DH. Again, full lineup has
for
not dropped
1:30. It's
yet.
already it's 11:52.
1:40 start, and the lineup hasn't dropped yet. I'm expecting it any second.
I was going to say it doesn't have to be in by a certain time.
They're waiting for us to get off the air.
Right. I guess with all these roster fluctuations, they got a little flexibility, a little leeway today. But yeah, no full lineup as of yet.
What game are you guys interested in today? What's the one big game, J-Dog? What do you got?
Honestly, man, I'm interested in tonight's game. I think that
the Rams in Detroit.
Oh yeah,
that's always a good game, Andrew, because Goff is playing against his old team,
and Stafford's playing against
his old. Where's that? Is that game's in LA though, right?
I think so. Let me double check.
Also, anybody interested in the Dallas Browns today?
Yeah, I think that's
because Dak just signed right. Didn't Dak just sign a new contract?
He got paid.
Highest. What's that?
It's in Detroit.
Oh, it's in Detroit.
Game's in Detroit. Okay,
that makes it more. It was in Detroit last year too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the playoffs too, though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But the Browns Cowboys game. Dak obviously just
and that's a four. Is that a 425 start?
That is a 425. Probably America's game of the week. I'm assuming.
I'm going head to head against Mr. Negadelphia in my fantasy league. So,
yeah, we'll see about that. In terms of a sneaky entertainment,
will you guys watch the Red Zone?
I do.
Oh yeah,
you guys watch the Red Zone?
Yeah,
my Duck Dynasty guys watch the Red Zone.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely. Love Scott Hansen. Love Scott.
Happy.
It's great.
I think a sneaky, entertaining game today could be the Bears versus the Titans. You got Caleb Williams, his rookie, his first game.
Yeah,
Got Will Levis. You don't know what to expect
Do
from
you
either
think
of those
Caleb
teams.
Williams is going to have a good year?
I'm sure it won't be a perfect. I mean, he's a rookie quarterback. I
Right.
do have faith that
I don't
he'll be a
think
good
C.J.
quarterback.
Stroud had a really good year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to have a C.J.
He's
Stroud.
not going to have a C.J. Stroud year.
I think he could.
Do you?
He has much better weapons than Stroud had his rookie year.
That's true.
Look at his weapons, Billy. Keenan Allen, DJ
Okay.
Moore, Roma Dunze, DeAndre Swift. I mean,
I have Swift on my fantasy team.
Justin Fields never had those weapons. By the way, Justin Fields starting for the Steelers today. No Russell Wilson. He's out with a calf injury. But Justin Fields was set up for failure his entire time in Chicago. The second he's out the door, they just load the offense with great weapons. It's crazy. I think we'll have a good year. A sleeper game for me today, though, is, the game that's going to be involving Tyreek Hill, who got arrested. Jags, Dolphins, I think.
They had him. He just showed. Intern just showed me a picture of they had him on the ground, on his stomach with his hands behind his back. They were like handcuffing him.
I don't know what he could have been doing to warrant.
He was on his way to a game. They got him handcuffed on the ground.
My buddy from high school made a good point. It was like, why are you doing that if you're the cops there? It's so unnecessary. You know who he is. You know where he's going to work. You're right outside the stadium where you pulled him over. Why are you being so physical with him? And again, he could have been mouthing off to him, but still, it doesn't really,
Right.
It doesn't
I mean,
exemplify
if you're the Miami-Dade police or whatever jurisdiction was doing that, you don't think they'd want that type of publicity?
I'm not saying you should let the guy get off scot-free or anything.
But then again, he
he's
could have been
speeding.
lipping. He could have been lipping off.
If he was, though, it still doesn't make that okay. Like, what's he going to do? Run? You know who he is. You know where
had him on his. Wait, ready for this?
Say if he does
Look
run,
at this
I don't know how
image.
they catch him.
Right.
This image, like that you showed me, they had him on his stomach with his hands behind his back, being cuffed by like 4 officers.
It's crazy. Absolutely.
And you see palm trees in the background, and you see he has a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right? Is it a black? Look like a black Ferrari?
Something like that.
Something like
fancy car
that.
with
I
the
couldn't
doors
tell.
that go
Yeah,
up.
the doors that go up.
Yeah, maybe a ghost.
J-Dog, what's going on down there?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in Miami, but it's crazy.
Maybe we should have listened to you and you were saying earlier about how crazy Miami can be, all the distractions.
I'm telling you.
Tyreek Hill proving that to be true.
You know, the traffic in Miami is horrible. When I went there, I took my daughter and I went down there to see the Sixers play the Miami Heat. The traffic in Miami is god awful. There's construction everywhere. It is bumper to bumper. You can't go down I-95 in Miami anywhere fast. That's for sure. And if he was late, because this happened, you guys got this came up at 10:58.
Right.
Almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
The game's at 1 o'clock. He was probably running late.
I know.
Yeah, that had to be it. But I mean,
and of course, the other big breaking news is Dak Prescott in Dallas, $240 million, an $80 million signing bonus. I mean,
$231 million guaranteed. Just absurd.
Well, there's some bigger news, but you don't even know who the guy is that's involved in the news. Kendrick Lamar will be performing at this year's Super Bowl halftime.
Who's
show
that?
in New
Orleans. That's
exactly.
That's absurd.
See, that's our Mr. Ed.
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah,
that's our Mr. Ed.
That's the youth movement cutoff.
What's he sing?
Hey, Schweiner, what do you know about the Drake Kendrick beef, huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you know what trying to strike a chord means? By any chance?
Wait a minute. Trying to strike.
And is it probably A minor?
Give me a song that this guy sings. What's he sing?
I don't know if you would
You ever
know
hear the
any.
song where it's like, be humble, sit down, be humble? You
Like,
ever heard
we
that?
gonna be all right.
Never heard of it. All right.
He's like one of the best artists of this generation.
Guys.
Obviously, that's not
Great
your
show.
generation.
Not my generation. Great show today. I want to thank Tommy Greene as always. I want to thank Mark Grimes for checking in. And of course, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Thank you, J-Dog. Great job. You're batting 5th in the lineup now.
There we go. Let's
You're
go.
up to the 5th spot. Danny Ryan, as always, appreciate you. Intern Andrew Leeds do a great job with the website. The Locker Room with BillySchwein.com. Check
Go
it
see
out.
all the latest interviews and articles right there.
All right. Thanks for making the Locker Room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Have a great rest of your weekend and have a great rest of your week. Just stay tuned for the Sports Bash Monday through Friday. Get all the up-to-date stuff with Mike Gill on the Sports Bash. All right. It's the Locker Room signing off. We'll see you next week. Let's go Phillies.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
This is South Jersey's official home